I've memorized the title over 60. 4 fish you must eat and 4 you should never touch. You've been warned. And will create an engaging script for your YouTube video targeting viewers aged 50, 70. Introduction: are you looking to add healthy, vibrant years to your life after 60? What if I told you that the secret to longevity might be swimming right under your nose in the seafood section of your local market? In today's video, I'm going to reveal the 4 fish that could potentially add years to your life and boost your overall health. And just as importantly, the 4 fish you should absolutely avoid at all costs. The information I'm about to share could dramatically transform your health journey, helping you prevent inflammation, boost your brain function, strengthen your heart, and even protect your immune system naturally. Many of my viewers have completely changed their seafood shopping habits after watching this video, reporting increased energy, better sleep, and improved mobility. Could you be next? Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal might just be the missing piece in your health puzzle that doctors aren't telling you about. Main content. Let's dive right in, shall we? Fish has long been considered one of nature's most perfect foods, especially for those of us over 60. Rich in protein, packed with essential nutrients, and containing those precious omega-3 fatty acids that our bodies need more and more as we age. But here's the catch. Not all fish are created equal. In fact, some popular varieties might actually be doing more harm than good, potentially shortening your lifespan rather than extending it. Shocking, isn't it? Before I reveal the 4 fish you should be eating and the 4 you should avoid, I have a question for you. How often do you currently include fish in your weekly meal plan? Are you getting the recommended 2 servings per week that health experts suggest? Drop a comment below to share your fish-eating habits. I'd love to know where you're starting from. Now let's talk about why fish is particularly important for those of us in our golden years. As we age, our bodies face unique challenges. Have you noticed changes in your memory or cognitive function? Perhaps your joints aren't as flexible as they once were. Maybe your energy levels aren't what they used to be. These are all natural parts of aging, but the right dietary choices can make a tremendous difference in how we experience these changes. The omega-3 fatty acids found in certain fish have been shown to reduce inflammation throughout the body. And inflammation is at the root of nearly every age-related condition you can think of, from arthritis to heart disease to cognitive decline. These magical fatty acids, particularly DHA and EPA, actually help repair cell damage and protect your brain, heart, and joints. Isn't that exactly what we need after 60? So without further delay, let's reveal the first fish that should absolutely be on your must-eat list: wild-caught salmon. This vibrant orange fish is truly nature's multivitamin, rich in high-quality protein, packed with omega-3s, and loaded with vitamin D, something many of us become deficient in as we age. Wild salmon is a nutritional powerhouse. 1 4-ounce serving of wild salmon contains approximately 2,400 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids. That's more than twice the minimum weekly recommendation in just one meal. But here's something most people don't realize. The type of salmon matters tremendously. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon contains significantly more omega-3s and fewer contaminants than farm-raised varieties. The natural diet and active lifestyle of wild salmon creates a nutritional profile that simply can't be matched by their farm-raised cousins. Have you tried wild salmon before? Does the slightly higher price point deter you from purchasing it regularly? Remember, when it comes to your health, sometimes investing a little more pays enormous dividends in the long run. Wouldn't you rather spend a bit more on quality food now than on medical bills later? Moving on to our second must-eat fish, sardines. I can almost hear some of you groaning, but before you skip ahead, hear me out on why these small fish pack Such a powerful punch for longevity. Sardines are one of the richest sources of omega-3s on the planet, even outperforming salmon in some measures. And because they're small and low on the food chain, they accumulate far fewer toxins than larger fish. But here's what makes sardines truly special for those of us over 60. They're one of the few foods that contain vitamin B12 in a form that's easily absorbed by aging bodies. Did you know that up to 30% of people over 50 have reduced ability to absorb vitamin B12 from food? This vital nutrient is essential for energy production, brain function, and forming healthy red blood cells. Sardines deliver it in a highly bioavailable package. As an added bonus, when you eat sardines with the bones, which are soft and completely edible, you're getting a tremendous boost of calcium and vitamin D, crucial nutrients for maintaining bone density as we age. Just one can of sardines provides about 35% of your daily calcium needs. Have you been concerned about bone health as you've gotten older? If so, sardines might be your new best friend. I'm curious, have you tried sardines recently? Many people have memories of overly fishy, strong-tasting sardines from decades ago. But today's options are much more palatable, especially when packed in olive oil or tomato sauce. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Our third recommended fish is one you might not be as familiar with: mackerel. Specifically Atlantic mackerel. This fatty fish is another omega-3 superstar, with one serving providing over 4,000 kilograms of these healthy fats. That's more than twice what you'd find in the same amount of salmon. Mackerel is also exceptionally rich in selenium, a powerful antioxidant that supports thyroid function and helps protect your body from the cellular damage that accelerates aging. What makes mackerel particularly valuable for longevity is its high content of CoQ10, coenzyme Q10, a compound that your body produces less of as you age. CoQ10 is essential for energy production in your cells and has been linked to heart health, improved exercise performance, and even reduction of headaches in some studies. Fascinating, isn't it, how nature provides exactly what our aging bodies need? Now, have you ever cooked mackerel at home? Many people find it intimidating, but it's actually quite simple. A light grilling with some lemon, herbs, and olive oil is all it takes to create a delicious, health-promoting meal. Would you be willing to try a simple mackerel recipe if I shared one in a future video? Let me know in the comments. Our fourth and final must-eat fish is anchovies. Like sardines, these are small fish that many people have strong opinions about. But from a nutritional standpoint, anchovies are absolute gold for longevity. They provide excellent amounts of omega-3s, are rich in calcium and selenium, and contain a unique compound called DMAE, dimethylaminoethanol, that may support brain health and even help maintain healthy skin as we age. What's particularly special about anchovies is that a little goes a long way. You don't need to eat a full serving to reap the benefits. Adding a few anchovies to a sauce, salad dressing, or pasta dish can boost the flavor and nutritional value without overwhelming your palate. It's one of the easiest ways to incorporate these beneficial fish into your diet, even if you're not a huge seafood fan. Have you ever used anchovies as a flavor enhancer in your cooking? Many people who don't like anchovies actually enjoy them when they're used this way, often not even realizing they're there. They add a rich, savory quality known as umami that elevates the entire dish. Now that we've covered the 4 fish you should be eating for longevity and vibrant health after 60, let's talk about the 4 you should avoid at all costs. Some of these might surprise you, as they're commonly recommended as healthy options. But the latest research tells a different story, especially for those of us in our golden years. The first fish to avoid is tilapia. This mild white fish has become incredibly popular due to its affordability and mild taste. But did you know that tilapia contains very few beneficial omega-3s and is actually high in inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids? That's right. This fish could potentially increase inflammation in your body rather than reduce it. Most tilapia is farm-raised in crowded conditions, often in countries with poor regulatory oversight. These fish are frequently given antibiotics and fed an unnatural diet that alters their nutritional profile. Some studies have shown that tilapia contains potent appetite-stimulating compounds, potentially contributing to weight gain, something many of us struggle with as we age. Isn't it ironic that a food marketed as healthy could potentially be working against your health goals? Have you been eating tilapia thinking it was a healthy choice? Many of my viewers are shocked to learn this information. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to know if this was surprising to you too. The second fish on our never touch list is farmed Atlantic salmon. This might sound contradictory since wild salmon was on our must-eat list, but the differences between wild and farmed salmon are substantial. Farmed salmon typically contains only about half the omega-3s of wild salmon, while having significantly higher levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which can promote inflammation when consumed in excess. But the concerns don't stop there. Farmed salmon are often raised in crowded pens, where diseases can spread quickly, leading to treatment with antibiotics. They're also frequently given artificial coloring in their feed to produce that appealing pink flesh. Otherwise, they'd be an unappetizing gray color. Additionally, studies have found that farmed salmon may contain higher levels of contaminants, including PCBs and dioxins, which can be particularly problematic for older adults as our bodies become less efficient at detoxifying over time. Does this mean you should never eat salmon again? Absolutely not. Wild-caught salmon remains one of the healthiest foods on the planet. But that farmed Atlantic salmon, that's half the price. It might be costing you more than you think in terms of your long-term health. What do you think? Is the extra cost of wild salmon worth it to you? Let me know in the comments. The third fish to avoid, especially after 60, is swordfish. This popular restaurant choice poses concerns due to its high mercury content. As a large predatory fish, swordfish accumulates mercury in its tissues over its long lifespan. For older adults, this is particularly problematic because our body's natural detoxification processes become less efficient with age. Mercury is a neurotoxin that can affect brain function and has been linked to memory problems, tremors, and coordination issues. Certainly not what we want as we're working to keep our minds sharp and bodies active in our golden years. The FDA and EPA specifically advise older adults to limit consumption of high mercury fish like swordfish. Have you been ordering swordfish at restaurants, thinking it was a healthy choice? You're certainly not alone. Many people are unaware of these mercury concerns. I'd love to hear if you've been consuming swordfish and if you'll be reconsidering after learning this information. The fourth and final fish on our never touch list is imported shrimp. While not technically a fish, shrimp is America's most popular seafood, with the average American consuming over 4 pounds annually. But here's the troubling truth. Approximately 90% of shrimp consumed in the United States is imported, primarily from Asia, where regulatory standards are often much lower than domestic requirements. Numerous investigations have found concerning levels of antibiotics, banned chemicals, and even human bacterial infections in imported shrimp. Additionally, the environmental impact of these farming practices is devastating, destroying crucial mangrove ecosystems that protect coastlines and serve as nurseries for many marine species. If you love shrimp, don't despair. U.S. wild-caught shrimp from the Gulf of Mexico or the Atlantic is a much better choice. It costs more, but the safety, quality, and environmental benefits make it worthwhile. Have you noticed a difference in taste between imported and domestic shrimp? Many of my viewers report that once they try wild-caught American shrimp, they can never go back to the imported varieties. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying, But seafood is expensive. How can I afford to eat these healthier options regularly? That's a valid concern. So let me share some practical tips for incorporating these longevity-promoting fish into your diet without breaking the bank. First, consider canned versions of our recommended fish. Wild Alaska salmon, sardines, and anchovies are all readily available in canned form at much lower prices than their fresh counterparts. The nutritional benefits remain intact, and in some cases, like with sardines, the soft, edible bones in canned versions provide additional calcium that you wouldn't get from a fresh fillet. Second, watch for sales and stock up. Many grocery stores run specials on fresh fish that's approaching its sell-by date. This fish is perfectly fine for immediate consumption or for freezing. Speaking of freezing, don't hesitate to buy frozen wild fish. It's often less expensive than fresh, and modern flash freezing techniques preserve both the nutrition and flavor exceptionally well. Third, consider using smaller amounts of the more flavorful fish like anchovies and mackerel as condiments or flavor enhancers rather than main courses. A little can go a long way in boosting both taste and nutrition. I'm curious, what are your biggest challenges when it comes to incorporating more healthy fish into your diet? Is it cost, preparation methods, availability, or perhaps family members who aren't fans of seafood? Share your challenges in the comments, and I might address them specifically in a future video. Now, let's talk about preparation methods. The health benefits of these longevity-promoting fish can be completely undermined if they're prepared improperly. Deep frying fish, for example, not only adds unhealthy fats, but can also create harmful compounds that promote inflammation and oxidative stress, exactly what we're trying to avoid. Instead, opt for gentle cooking methods like baking, poaching, steaming, or light sautéing in olive oil. These approaches preserve the delicate omega-3 fatty acids while maintaining the fish's natural flavor. Simple seasonings like lemon, herbs, garlic, and olive oil complement fish beautifully without overwhelming its natural taste or adding unhealthy elements. Do you have a favorite healthy way to prepare fish? I'd love for you to share your recipes and techniques in the comments section below. We can all learn from each other's culinary experiences. Another aspect to consider is supplementation. I often get asked, can't I just take fish oil supplements instead of eating fish? While high-quality omega-3 supplements do have their place, particularly for those who absolutely cannot or will not eat seafood, they simply don't provide the complete nutritional package that whole fish does. When you eat wild salmon, sardines, mackerel, or anchovies, you're not just getting omega-3s, you're also getting high-quality protein, vitamins, minerals, and unique compounds that work synergistically to support your health. This is what nutritionists call the food matrix effect, and it's something that cannot be replicated in a pill. That said, if you're currently taking fish oil supplements, I'd love to know your experience. Have you noticed benefits? How do you choose a high-quality supplement? Share your thoughts in the comments. Before we wrap up, I want to address sustainability because I know many of you care deeply about the health of our oceans as well as your personal health. The good news is that the fish on our must-eat list are generally sustainable choices, especially if you look for certifications like MSC, Marine Stewardship Council, for wild fish, or ask questions about sourcing from your fishmonger. Small, fast-growing fish like sardines and anchovies are among the most sustainable seafood options available. They reproduce quickly, are caught using methods that create minimal bycatch, and their harvest actually places less stress on marine ecosystems than many plant-based foods. Ultimately, eating for longevity after 60 means making informed choices that support both your health and the health of the planet. By choosing wild-caught salmon, sardines, mackerel, and anchovies, while avoiding tilapia, farmed salmon, swordfish, and imported shrimp, you're taking a powerful step toward extending your healthy years and maintaining your vitality well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Remember, it's never too late to make positive changes to your diet. Your body has an amazing capacity to heal and regenerate when given the right nutritional tools. Many of my viewers report significant improvements in energy, cognitive function, joint pain, and overall well-being within just weeks of making these dietary adjustments. Couldn't you be next? I've created a special printable guide with everything we've covered today, plus shopping tips and 3 simple recipes to get you started. You can download it for free by clicking the link in the description below. Consider it my gift to you for investing in your health by watching this video. What changes will you make to your seafood consumption after watching today? Which of the recommended fish do you plan to incorporate more regularly into your diet? I'd love to hear your thoughts and plans in the comments section below. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone you care about who might benefit from this knowledge. Together, we can help more people discover the power of natural nutrition for extending healthy, active lives beyond 60. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, here's to your health, longevity, and vitality through the natural power of the right seafood choices.